Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. This is Mr. Burns, live from my studio right here, and hope everyone's doing well. This is week 2 for our distance learning. I hope week 1 went well for you guys, that you are getting a good schedule, hopefully not staying up too late, getting enough sleep, and just keeping a good routine. That's really helped me and my family because I have to teach my son in the morning, and then I, get everything ready for you guys from 11 to 3. So, but everything's doing well. I hope that everyone's healthy still. Hopefully you don't know anyone that is sick, or if anyone is sick, I pray and hope that they get well soon. And hopefully, I don't know how long this will go, but hey, we're here together. And I really do, miss seeing you guys. And it was nice talking to some of you guys on a Zoom. So I'll be sending out Zoom meetings for you guys every Monday. But if there's a conflict with another class, I always say, go to the class that you feel like you need the most help from. So if you're like, okay, I got it from Mr. Burns, then go do that class, and you can just watch the video or this video so you kind of know what to do. So, but with that said, I do enjoy seeing you guys. It's great talking to some of y'all. It makes me feel more like a teacher when I actually get to see you guys, unfortunately not in person, but at least through the screen and talk to y'all and just check on you guys. So with that, I'm going to show you the next project for our week 2, which is starting at 3 o'clock today, which is Sunday, all the way till midnight on the April 12th. So I'm going to share some more documents for you guys so you can kind of see what we're doing and what's going on. Let me go and get that up and going. But as I'm doing this, again, I hope everybody's doing well, and we'll get rocking and rolling so you guys kind of know what we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to pull up our week 2. And right now I've got some more stuff I've got to fill out here. But right now, when you go to click here for this lesson, you can click here and that'll open up the PowerPoint presentation, which I'm just already have opened up here. So I'm going to do that. And we'll kind of go through some of this. So this one is we're actually making a diorama. Or you can do environmental art. So again, just like our last week, you've got 2 options that you can do. So for the diorama, it's where you're taking small objects and like kind of making a scene with these objects, and it depends on how you photograph them. And so this one's really fun because you can use, like, if you've got any toys or anything around the house, if you've got siblings that are younger, you can see there's broccoli being used. So you can get really, really creative with this project, which I'm really excited about. I really hope most of you guys do this one. A lot of y'all did the color wheel for the last one, which is fine. Again, it just depends on time. But I didn't really get as many as the recreating the artwork one with objects. And I was hoping to see more of those because it's kind of fun just to do something a little bit different. We're not doing math, we're not doing science, we're doing something a little more creative. So I'm hoping that you guys do a little more with these next couple of projects that we're going to be doing throughout the weeks. So so it's taking something, on a small scale, making it look large because of how you photograph it. There are artists that have done a lot of different things, and then this is going on our environmental art. If you see the one with the island that has these pink fabric around, this is a couple. I'm trying to remember their names. There's a documentary. Actually, I'll probably see if I can send it to you guys. It's really, really well done about a project that these 2 artists were doing to do something in New York City in the park during like winter time, and they had to get money, and they had the money. They just had to get approval. But with that said, you can work. There's another project, which is our option 2 or option 1. I can't remember which order we have it in, where you're going to be doing environmental art. So you could do, like I said, the diorama, and we're going to do the environmental art. So here's some more just different examples of environmental art and how people are using, things in the environment to create art. Sticks, wood, leaves, flowers, things that have color, rocks, things like that, to actually make a really interesting contemporary artwork. So, like I said, you've got 2 different options here. And then the other part of it, this is something new that you guys haven't done yet. You're going to do a flip grid. Now, some of you guys have maybe used Flipgrid before, maybe some of you haven't. When I taught elementary, I did a lot of Flipgrid things with my elementary kids, but it's where you record yourself talking about your artwork, and then also part of this is you're going to record yourself looking at to other people's artworks and just giving a little critique or feedback. Okay, so of course, like whatever you make, you want to make it like really, really well because people are going to be critiquing your work. So really, take a little more time and think about what you're doing and how you're going to put this together. Because for me, it's like if I'm going to put my time into something, I'm going to try to make it look awesome, and try to do the best that I can with the time that I have. And so, I really encourage that you guys really put a lot of effort into this next project so that we can have a lot of great discussions on the work. And, anytime we do critique, and I could talk about critique norms again. There's a good way and there's a bad way of doing critiques. You could be critical, but in a a little bit more of a nicer way, and say, oh, you know what, like maybe if you move this over here, this will be a little bit better. I think this has been more successful, but I do like this. So you always do kind of a positive, maybe two positives and one that somebody can improve on. But again, I'll talk more about Flipgrid stuff here a little bit later, and how our norms that we're going to do for that. So, all right, so there's that. And then, so again, option one is you doing things from the environment, grabbing objects around outside, and then making a really beautiful artwork with that things that have different colors and things. And so there's a lot of different information that you can look at. So if you look at Andy Goldsworthy, there's a video here. I'm not going to play right now, but he talks about kind of how he makes his work throughout the environment. And of course, like during fall, there's a lot of great colors with different leaves, and so he uses that because it really looks like this tree is kind of glowing. And so he does a lot of great work just finding leaves and different objects around the environment. And so here's other examples of different student works of people finding objects and making something really beautiful out of just things in nature. So here's your second one with doing a miniature kind of world installation, finding objects and just doing, like, I really love this one. I think this would be really fun. And also, like, you have to think about your photography skills, making sure that what the emphasis is the actual objects that you're trying to do this little miniature world and make it look a lot larger than it really is. So really think about how you're going to photograph your pieces. Some of you guys do this very, very well already. Some of you guys, it looks like you just like kind of took a picture down on the floor and I could see your feet. Okay, so be very, very mindful about how you're going to actually photograph your artwork, especially, well, any artwork really, but even with these like little miniature worlds that you're going to be doing if you do the diorama. And so here's some more examples of this artist, Tatsuya. There's a video here. There's a lot of his examples. Again, just finding everyday objects and making them look really interesting and grabbing like little figures, and he's got little cows and toys. I mean, there's all sorts of different things that he uses. And so this is a great video that you could play and watch just to kind of get some ideas. It does have subtitles, so you do have to read. So just keep that in mind. But this is a great artist to look at as well. And again, on Flipgrid, I'll do kind of a video tutorial that explains what you're going to do with Flipgrid. You might have to wait maybe a couple days before you do your Flipgrid because, we've got to get projects in. And so you could do your own Flipgrid, but you might have to wait and do the critiques a little bit later because there might only be like 4 people that have gotten their project done on, on Tuesday. And maybe by, Thursday or Friday, we've got, over 100 and something kids now. So you've got a lot that you could choose from to talk about when you start analyzing other people's artwork and giving them critiques. So again, I'll give more information about that and I'll do a separate video for Flipgrid after this video. So, and then here's in the extension. Again, these are not something you have to do, but I'm like some of you guys like to just do a little extra just to kind of keep your mind going because heck, we all get bored. I mean, I get tired of looking at my phone and I get tired of looking at social media. So of course I'm back here painting when I've got time, but I've got to get away from my phone. And so this is just something fun. You've probably seen this one. I've been seeing this one all over Facebook and social media. And it's real simple, but it's fun, and it doesn't damage your fence. But you could do something even more where you actually take chalk and really do something really fun in the environment around. And I've been seeing a lot of these done all throughout just social media and things like that too. So there's a lot of things that people are doing just to kind of just change it up instead of just looking at your phone all the time. Or just kind of like with the nature one, you can find little treasures that have a lot of color and kind of almost make another color wheel, but you're finding just different variations of color of objects around outside. So, but this is just an extension. It's an enrichment. So this is not really an assignment. It's just something that you can do just to add a little extra to what you're doing. So that's kind of the project in a nutshell. There are some time-lapse videos. Here, let me show you here. That if you have Miss Hughes at Tidwell, she's been making a lot of these, which is awesome because I've been going to make these, but she's been doing them. So I'm like, well, that's awesome because it helps me on time because I'm also here with my family. So eventually I probably might have to make a few of these, and that's fine. But there's two different time-lapse videos here. This is the diorama one, and then there's a nature one, which I will put into this this document where it says online resources or and extensions on the online resources. I'll put a lot of stuff in here and those time-lapse videos if you just need to see them just from a step-by-step process. That might help you out a little bit. But that's it for the project. Like I said, I'm going to send you guys Zoom meetings per period. So my first period will be at 11. My second period is 11:30. My fourth period is at 12, and so on. So so look out for those. Again, this is just to answer questions, but also like I hope to see you just to see you. You know, like it's just good to see you guys. You know, like I miss being in the classroom, and I miss, like I said, just talking to y'all, you know, even if it's just saying hi to you for the day. You know, I miss seeing your face. I'm a very people person. So I mean, stuck in the house is kind of driving me crazy. And so even just to talk to you guys does a lot for me as well, because I've got to be around people, you know, I do. And I think hopefully you guys realize it's better to be in person with somebody than just, you know, looking at your phone and a screen all the time. And so I hope that's the one benefit that comes out of this whole thing, is that we realize that we do need each other, and we need to be a community and really support each other and actually see people face to face. So with that, I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to send you guys a Zoom meeting invite, and then I'm going to make a Flipgrid video on kind of what to do and what my expectations are. Okay. Well, you guys take care, and I hope to talk to you guys on Monday with the Zoom meeting just to catch up and see how you guys are doing. All righty. So I will stop this share here, and I will see you guys later. All right.